This computer. Yay. Okay, so good morning. The goal today is to get the foam rolling practice recorded so that you guys can have that on days that we are meeting. We can do the self-massage. Oh, no, we've got a cranky dog over there. But before we begin, find a comfortable way to sit. Center ourselves with our breathing. Mindful moments would like to share too. Hey, Lulu, come here. Come on, come sit down. Come on. Yeah, okay, okay. All right. So yesterday's mindful moment and today's. We conclude that meditation interventions for older adults are feasible, and preliminary evidence suggests that meditation can offset age-related cognitive decline. And that's from the Annals of the New York Academy of Science. So good motivation for meditation to offset age-related cognitive decline. Then today's is, I think, kind of one of those common sense things, but a good reminder nevertheless. From Mahatma Gandhi. People become what they expect themselves to become. People become what they expect themselves to become. Today, I hope that we'll expect ourselves to become more relaxed, to have more mobility in our muscles, and more core strength and balance, because when we do our foam rolling, we're going to be using that a lot. Okay, so setting up, we have a foam roller under our calf muscles, and a reminder that we stay off the ankles and the knees, away from the bones. Lulu, that's enough. Come on. Come on over here. Lulu. 3 ways that will massage the muscles. Parallel legs, turned out and turned in. Hands in position, abs pulled in, tailbone tucked, chin tucked. And we can lift the hips a little bit, pull ourselves back as we exhale. Press ourselves forward, inhale. And then I have my parallel feet. Feel like I'm not moving quite enough. I'm going to try a new hand position. And about 5 back and forth. Then kind of a rest as we stop, turn the knees and toes outwards, reset up our hands, re-engage the abs, and squeeze the bottom, and moving ourselves back and forth. Breathe in, breathe out, Pilates breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth, really making sure to pull the abs in and strengthen the pelvic floor, that lift up. When you're ready, rest, turn the knees and toes in. Find that other part of the calf muscle that we haven't yet got to, and let's repeat. 5. Doing a good job. 2. 1. Enjoy those moments in between. where you're resting, we're moving up to the hamstrings. Should feel a little bit easier. Not quite as much upper body strength required to hold ourselves up. Parallel for 5. And I'm noting a really impressive shoulder stretch here. Be careful. We don't want to overdo it. Benching. Rest, relax, soften. Knees and toes turn out. Here we go again. Rest, adjust. Knees and toes turned in. Finishing again, resting, relaxing. Okay, so we massaged up the back side of the leg. Now let's go to the sides of the legs. We'll have below the knee, above the knee, and then to the hip or TFL. Side plank. If the legs are stacked, that is more advanced. You take the top leg in front, that's going to help. And if you use your top hand to push down, that will also help. And we'll go back and forth, 5. If there isn't enough pressure, 4, that's where we can snap. 3, we're lifting up the sideways. 2, and just feeling into that muscle. Am I getting the right spot? Is there anything I need to do? Maybe a little more forward or a little more back to get the best massage. Find those knots, massage them, and relax. Same guidelines as we go above the knee. And engage the core. IT band, be careful. This one is oftentimes the most sensitive. Finding the TFL on the hip bone. Kind of, I think of the corner. Make sure you're not too tense in the shoulder. Push down, and then we can use our feet and that arm to push and pull. And my body's saying move the hip forward a little bit more. Just know that sometimes we don't automatically get to the right spot. On that TFL, small muscle that externally rotates the toes and the knee. Ready? Rest. And we'll go to the other side. Use your core. For me, the best way to remember to use my core is exhaling. Navel to spine, navel to heart. Lift the pelvic floor. And we're squeezing the side of the lower waist. About 5 up and down. Rolling side to side might help you find the good spots as well. When you're ready, take it up to that IT band area. Check in the shoulder, shouldn't feel any pain. Waist is engaged. Maybe a little more forward, a little more back. Listen, adjust. Getting a little bit of a rest as we find the TFL on the hip bone. Find that muscle, it's kind of small, and massage it back and forth. This is the area they moved over. They made the incision for Dwayne's hip replacement. They cut in front of this muscle, moved it over, and they got to the head of the femur bone and gave him a new one. When you're ready, please take a break. So we've gone up the back of the leg, up the outside of each leg. Now we can go up the front. Getting into position the best you can. We're basically going to be doing like a knee to chest exercise from tabletop. Find the muscles you may on those lower legs. Be turning in a little bit with your knees and toes to get onto the muscle. And just roll it in and out. Finishing, we have a front plank. So definitely doing Pilates, we're using our core, and say maybe the most challenging thing is relaxing the thighs while pulling those abs in tight. Okay, so finding the just right spot. You might be able to see that probably just a few inches above my knees tends to be a good place to start. Pressing down through the forearms, relaxing the legs, abs, bottom are strong, keeping the hips up. Push through the arms, pull forward. 5. Into your lungs. We are parallel with our knees and our feet. So listen to your body. There may be some extra movement you feel compelled to add. Finding those tight knotted areas and giving them some extra love and attention. Knees and toes turning out. And here we go again. Tailbone tucked, chin tucked, navel to spine. All the qualities of a good Pilates practice. We're going to be transitioning to our knees and our toes turned in. Before we leave the thigh area, just check in with your body. Is there any spots that need some more attention? One way of getting into the quadricep that's also the hip flexor is to roll. I'm going to kind of roll to my left a little bit. You can see I'm taking weight off of my right thigh and more on not the very side. So not on my IT band, but I'm kind of getting close. I'm going back and forth. And it is tender. Holy cow, tender. So rolling to the other leg. Barely having weight on the left thigh. I'm kind of on the, I guess, the lateral front side of my thigh. This side feels better than the other. Ooh, maybe I just didn't have the right pressure. I'm feeling it now. And when you're ready, take a break. In my head, I'm envisioning having the suppleness of a cat's muscles. They are very, very supple, not tense, but super, super strong. Finding a position that feels good for you to take your break. It doesn't have to be child's pose, but that is an idea. When you're ready, let's take it to the inside of the legs. We've gotten all the other areas of our legs minus the adductors. From the adductors, we'll also add on the pectoralis and the bicep. So this can also be an opportunity to do a front plank. We lay on our bellies. Foam rollers parallel to our bodies, or we don't have to lift our own body weight. We can just kind of push and massage the muscle. That could be enough. Or that front plank position, we're on our forearms. The leg not being massaged is nice and straight. We lift up our hips, firm up the bottom and the abs, and roll side to side. massaging the chest between the shoulder socket and I guess the breast will be targeting right there. So I'm diagonal with the foam roller and putting my arm bone on one side and pushing the upper pectoralis muscle into the foam roller. Look for any extra movement that helps. When you're ready, you go back out to parallel. Find the head of the bicep, which for me, about the middle of the arm, the middle between the elbow and the shoulder. Thumb facing towards the floor and then my feet. Find that muscle better. Hiking up the other side, knee and hand, pushing till I get enough pressure, and side to side. 5, staying away from the joints. 4, 3, 2, 1. Any extra? Woo. Relax when you're ready. Nice time to observe how the side of your body feels that you just massaged. I'm imagining it feels longer and more supple. This will do on the other side. I'm just going to turn myself around. So hokey pokey. Inner thigh, other side. So recall that we don't have to hold up our weight. That may not be the best choice for us today. Or you do have that option to get into your front plank, tailbone tucked, chin tucked, pull your belly button, wrist to hips. Be in your body, listen, adjust, and perfect your practice in this moment. May never need to be the same again, but it's just right for this time in this place. I found a nice spot. It's a little bit more love. Relax when you're ready. Pectoralis muscle, foam rollers, diagonal. We're careful of the shoulder joint. Find that muscle. Turn away. Get enough weight onto your chest that you feel the massage. And I do this by pushing through my hands and my feet, my legs. Put the finishing touches on your massage. And then as you're ready, bicep. And we are staying with the breath, breathing in, breathing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest as you're ready. And now I think my left side feels longer than my right. Oh, it's so nice. It's a good feeling. Continue massaging the arms. What we're going to do is look for the muscles on our forearm. So as you observe, you can kind of feel when your elbow's up, the muscles are on the sides. So I would maybe, yeah, some there. May take, I would say, you will not be on the inside of your arm right here, but maybe the outside and the back side. The important thing is your body, your practice. But I'm going to start off in kind of a child's pose or tabletop. That feels like more pressure. I like it. And I've got my right arm. I'm looking for the muscles. And I can push with my other arm as I go back and forth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. So how do we get to this muscle right here? Maybe sideways? Right there. You can try it, see if it works. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that lifted muscle right there. That's what I'm targeting. Placing it on the foam roller. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tricep. So right underneath the arm, you can kind of go for that supermodel look. Putting our arms on the foam roller. Our head can provide a little bit more pressure. Be really careful. Oh, Cindy's in a good place. Her hair's up in a bun. Wow. So I am getting a lot of sensation from this. Quite sure it's working. 5, 4. I'm using my waist and my legs to move myself back and forth. And maybe just rocking. Remember the finishing touches led by your intuition, your body awareness. Jello arms. Other side as you're ready. This arm is not nearly as sore. It's my left. I guess it means Probably haven't waited long enough. There it is. I'm feeling it. As the muscles relax, the pressure is getting more effective. Sometimes I found that the reason I hadn't felt anything is that my muscles were too tight and I wasn't actually allowing the massage to happen. Finishing touches. Face this way. So tips. Be really careful as you sit on the foam roller. You definitely don't want to fall. But we are massaging the bottom muscles, taking the sits bones forward and back. Piriformis. We're going to take the left leg out straight, cross the right ankle over. Use the right hand for your third point of contact. Bend the left knee, pull yourself forward, push yourself back, kind of rotating and look. Look for the muscles in that right side of the bottom that need the attention. If I go kind of more diagonal, I feel like I'm getting in between the tailbone and the head of the femur bone. And remember that something I tend to leave out is going up higher on the bottom, but it really feels like I need it. Right. Recenter, use this opportunity to rest. Observe. Other side. Quite got there. There we go. 5. Relaxing after you finish. We will next target the lower back muscles. I'm going to be targeting the right side and then I'll go to the left. So kind of lay back, and if you're doing your right lower back, your right forearm is on the floor. You can actually lift up your whole body. And I'm not on my waist, I'm on my low back. And so low back or the muscles beside your lumbar spine. And you let as much weight onto those lower back muscles This doesn't cause you pain. So you have control through your legs and your arm to have more weight or less, more pressure, less pressure. I found that for me, when I'm done, just pushing myself up and onto my bottom tends to be the easiest way to switch sides. So now I'm on the left side, lower back muscles, not the backbone, not the ribs. Finishing, sitting down, going to the thoracic area of the spine, where we come back and say about the roll line is where you'll begin. Feet underneath ourselves enough that we can lift up without too much difficulty and no pain in the knees. So we're a little too close. And I think now I can use my legs to push my upper body back and forth. Hands and support the head. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh. So we are massaging the muscles in the upper middle back, the part of our backs where we have ribs. Feeling this all on our shoulder blades. I hope it feels good. It may or may not be something you enjoy, but we can give it a try. What does it feel like to set the hips down and let the head hang over the other side? So, this will definitely help correct a thoracic spine curve that's excessive. And if it feels good, I've got my hips back up in the air. This feels good. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but I've rolled onto my side and I'm targeting the lat muscles, which I call the wing muscles, by going back and forth. Sometimes holding the head to the hand is great. Sometimes it might feel good to have the lower arm out straight. When we have the palm down, that might be good, but you might want the palm up. How will you know? Just try it out. See what's working for you. Maybe some of each. As you're ready, roll to the other side. And when you're ready, you would like to center. Down. The foam roller will be at the base of the skull, so it is not under the neck, base of the skull. Once you know that, you can hold on to the foam roller with your hands to keep it from rolling back and forth. Soften our bodies, soften our faces, reconnect to the breath, inhaling to prepare, exhaling and rolling the head sideways, asking ourselves, am I in the right spot? Or do I need to adjust my placement? And if you do, Please adjust. Our heads are rolling side to side. Thinking I was a little bit too high on the skull. Massaging, stretching, all at once. And my breath is changed to a yoga breath now that I'm not holding my body weight. Softly in and out through the nose. When you're ready, you feel finished with your head roll side to side, then we can take our chins up and down. Yes, I'm relaxing. Feel your neck lengthen. Lift our chins. And we're going to bring our chins down and extend long through the crowns of our heads. Everything should feel good. No pain. Not like earlier where we were probably experiencing a good kind of pain. So much thunder. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's being picked up in the speaker or not. When you're ready, pause. Be in your body. Feel what's happening as you rotate your head 45 degrees, finding a bony prominent spot on the base of the skull, massaging circles around it. And then go the other way. When you're ready, and center, and rotate the other direction. Please repeat. And center. Time for some snow angel. That's done from a lying spine on the foam roller. Place the foam roller in the middle of the mat. Sit on one end. Carefully lay your back down where your head will rest on your foam roller. Then we want to observe those natural curves in the back. This curve in the low back, because our fingers should fit there. And just push down, and that's enough curve. And then the head. Lengthen the neck. Make sure the curve is honored. Push through our feet. And massage the shoulder blades, freeing up the movement of our shoulders. Our arms are reaching by our sides, and then we come up, overhead, and back down. Okay. Over. One. Airplane arms. Your arms will be extended out from your shoulders and the palms face each other. We're going to bring our hands towards the ceiling and then towards the ground. 5, 4, 3, 1. Elbows 90 degrees for the rotator cuff. You kind of go into touchdown. And then your hands come back towards the ceiling and palms towards the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pinching fingers towards the ceiling and relaxing our arms down. Be careful of my braid in this next one. I think of a bear scratching its back to a tree, leisurely roll side to side, massaging the middle of the back. So I'm in a kind of a bridge position. The foam roller is under my back. And I'm just rolling side to side like a bear. As you're ready, roll off. Roll the foam roller aside. A little bit of massage for the face. And what we do is rub our hands together. This creates some heat. Really, really warming up the hands. Oh my gosh, they're really warm today. And then open up the hands. Feel the heat. Relax the muscles of your eyes, cheeks, and maybe move so you feel it more in your jaws. If the heat dissipates, you can make some more. Then we're going to use our fingertips, massaging the muscles around the eyes. Be careful of fingernails, will go all the way around. 3, 2 little circles, firm yet gentle. When you're done, massage up underneath the eyebrows and along the top of the nose, underneath the bones of your eyes. And then we're going to go and pinch. If you can get a hold of the skin between your eyebrows, give it a little pinch. Sometimes, and this is great for headaches, sometimes I can't really get a good grip, but I can pinch my eyebrows and get a nice little lift. And I just like to start from the center and move out to the edges of the eyebrows. Nice little squeeze. Feel those muscles becoming healthier, more supple. Cleanse. The fingers can go up and down your forehead, massaging if it feels good. I think it feels great. Ah. There are pressure points on the forehead, and they're right here and here, little indentions. The index fingers may be good to push down, but you might feel stronger by pushing down with your two thumbs. You can even add a little bit of massage. When you're ready, release. Massage down each side of our nose, lifting up the cheeks. Ah. We're going to go underneath the cheekbones, not too far from the nose, and find another pressure point. And hold briefly. To be honest, it doesn't feel that good. But when we release, it tends to really open up our sinuses so we can breathe better. We can slide out to our temples, massage the temples. Ah. And then a raindrop therapy. Very softly take your fingertips from the hairline and just raindrop down your forehead, down the face, down the neck, maybe a little across the chest. Forehead, cheeks, jawline, neck to the chest. Feel all the tension washing out. And finish interlocking the fingers, pressing the palms away. And then one side thumb will massage into the other hand, the muscles of the thumb, and the other side of your hand, anywhere that's feeling good. Switch sides when you're ready. And I like to squeeze and pull each finger and my thumbs. Shake out any tension, like shaking off water after you've washed your hands. The paper towels in the bathroom. And we have time for a brief shavasana. The legs can be straight, the legs can be bent. Take 1 minute, please, to give yourself the opportunity to do nothing at all. Just be here. Absolutely saying it's time to stretch out. And Lulu. Hey, Lulu, why don't you come over here and be nice? Lulu. Lulu, over here. Let's finish. Have a big bright smile. Attitude of gratitude. Thank you.